It is that time. It is Black Friday, people. I'm going to try to get my mic closer to me because my mother-in-law is sleeping. So I'm very aware that I'm being very quiet. My husband's out hunting. This is the last day, people, for him to, go and enjoy himself and do the thing. So I am excited for him. Man, it's just one of those days. We're going to eat like shit again today. We did so yesterday, but it is tradition for us to eat like crap 2 days in a row. That's probably why I gain a lot of weight. Like, I don't do the turkey sandwich bullshit. Like, I have full on Thanksgiving again. But I do believe that this time, I learned my lesson. I'm not going to be making as much food as I normally do. I think I go a little overboard. I think it's a little bad. Um, it, my eyes are bigger than my stomach kind of thing. I just make too much food and then we have way too much food. Like, I made 10 pounds of garlicky Gruyere white wine reduction onion mashed potatoes. 10 pounds for 3 people. I don't think that I needed 10 pounds of that. You tell me. Good morning, local conspiracy theorists. I don't think I needed 10 pounds of it, but whatever. Like, we learned. I think maybe next year, good morning, Petstrofna. Is that how I say your name? I think next year I'm just going to make a little bit less food. Tomorrow I'm making my homemade turkey soup. I make turkey stock and I do the whole thing, if you will. It is tedious, but very worth it in the end. There, I am going to put rice in it instead of it just being vegetables, because what I learned is we have issues with diarrhea when you don't have anything to bind you. I hope that makes sense. We have diarrhea issues, just so you know. If you don't have like carbs, you know what I mean? Like carbohydrates, if those are not in your soup, if there's not something binding, for some reason, your is just, not having a good time. All right, so there, I got all my chats up. Hooray! Hooray! Ain't nobody got time for that. Good morning, everyone. No, not wild rice. I just have regular jasmine rice here. It'll be just fine. It'll be just fine. I hope you guys all had a happy Thanksgiving. I sure as F did. I mean, threw down. It's ridiculous. Black Friday sales are happening in my Avon store, and it's a lot. We have a lot going on. Free shipping on orders $15 or more. That's crazy. Crazy. Beauty on the Go gift set for only $15 with a $60 purchase. It's a $62.99 value. Free shit. You buy shit, you get free shit. Why is my internet like poopy? I wonder if my mother-in-law is on it doing some stuff. Right here, free Mary and Moisturize 5-piece gift set with a $40 purchase. It's a $100 value. Use the code MARY40. So on the front page of my Avon store, you are going to see all of these deals. You just scroll down and they're all there waiting for you. Free shit. Black Friday. I ate so much pie yesterday. My skin's beautiful. Thanks. I don't have anything on it yet. I literally just woke up and now we're hanging out. Yeah, my internet is laggy McLaggerton. Laggy McLagerton. How did I learn to be such a good cook? Well, I always cooked, but it wasn't until we moved to where we are, which is very remote, that I realized it was time to really learn how to cook. Meaning, like, there's no good restaurants. It takes 3 hour round trip to go to any good restaurants. It's 3 hours. To imagine you're like, oh, it's our anniversary. I'd like to go out to eat. And it's a 3 hour round trip to go do that. And that's without snow. So I just was like, this is insane. Like, I need to learn how to make good food. I wish my cats weren't so loud with my mother-in-law sleeping. They're total assholes. I thought about you yesterday when I was enjoying my peanut butter crackers for my Thanksgiving meal. I wonder what Adrienne is cooking today. Well, we have cream spinach, uh, sage, sweet Italian sausage stuffing. What else did we have? Oh, candied yams, which my husband prepared. The juiciest turkey we ever had. Juiciest turkey ever. Like, even the wings were juicy. Do you even know that? Thank you for the $4.99. Hi, baby. Hi, doggy. Thank you. Chell's Bells. I think that's a great name, by the way. I had to up my game on cooking living in the eastern Tennessee mountains. Is it as remote as it is here? 3 hour round trip to a decent restaurant. I'm like, no. No, we're not going to be doing that. Like, that's effing crazy. I really wish my cats would stop being worthless pieces of shit. I don't know what it's like. They know a guest is here, so they slam on the ground and they like get zoomies and they fucking go crazy. And it's always right above the guest. Well, it's not a guest bedroom, our gym. And they just do it right above the gym. And it's like, hey, as much as we can slam and like smash and just fuck around in this area, that's what we want to do. That's what we want to do. We just want to fuck around right here. My cats are dicks. Total dicks. But yeah, huge sales going on in my Avon store. Now is the time. If you shop with me, you will get a Christmas card in the mail if you spend $60 or more in my Avon store. Where did it go? Oh. $60 or more in my Avon store, and I will send you a personalized Christmas card. Look at us. Look at my little family. Look at them. They're so cute. They're so cute. It's good times. I have stomach issues this morning too. I took a shit. I'm fine. I should probably work out. I'm thinking yesterday I probably had 4,000 calories. Now, to give you an idea, I only need like 1,800 calories to maintain. I am positive I had 4,000 calories outside of the food, which, like, the mashed potatoes alone is nothing but butter, sour cream, heavy whipping cream. The gravy, like, oh my gosh, my poor toilet. My poor toilet. But I would like to look good today. Now, the fact that all my Christmas decor is done, I am stoked. My mother-in-law is here from Kentucky, and all she wanted was a little snow. Got a winter weather advisory. It snowed like 6 inches yesterday. It just kept snowing. I'm like, you have got to be kidding me. It is Christmas AF, right? But yeah, I did my decorating early this year, as you can see, and I'm so grateful that it's done, because now all I have to do is work out and reheat Thanksgiving meal. Now, I am going to be very sad to not have Thanksgiving meal again tomorrow too. We ate 1.5 pies yesterday. So I'm pretty sure today the other portion of 1.5 pies, which is a 1.5 pies, I'm sure that'll be gone. Nobody ate my apple pie. These Kentucky people only want Kentucky bourbon derby pie, and they did eat some of my pumpkin strudel. Now, here's what's funny. When you make pies with dairy in it, like a derby pie, a pumpkin pie, like there's like milk products, eggs products, right? Unlike a berry or fruit pie, you can't leave it out. And they're like, well, no, we leave our pies out. And I'm like, okay, so scientifically, bacteria bakes on these things after 2 hours out of the fridge. Why would I leave that pie out overnight just because, like, you're stupid to my husband? I'm like, I'm sorry you're stupid, but I'm not. And the last thing I want to do is get sick for the holidays. Let's do some Aqua Bomb toner. Get sick for the holidays just because you want to prove a point that, back in the day, people did more retarded shit. Like, congratulations. We all know that. We all know it. We already know everyone was retarded. Beyond Glow, vitamin C. Whoop, there we go. We don't have to prove this. But yeah, I refrigerate the pies that need refrigerating, and I bring them out 2 hours before serving. And that's that. I'm sorry. Like, what is the point of science and figuring things out if we're just gonna be like, oh, let's just take the risk for food poisoning? Because I'm the one that's always in the hospital with it. Beyond Glow neck and titty cream with retinol and squalane. Pretty great. But yeah, I'm just so grateful that it snowed so much with my mother-in-law here. And tomorrow we're taking her to the big city, 3-hour round trip. It's going to be a gorgeous and dangerous drive. Usually is her 70th birthday is this Monday, which I'm like, that is a big deal, you guys. Beyond Glow, caffeine and retinol eye cream is a big deal. It's a huge fucking deal. I'm like, she's retiring from nursing after 50 years in February. So her last job was installing robotic hearts to keep people alive. They carry their heart in a suitcase, like in Pulp Fiction. And it keeps them alive until they can get a donor, which is really interesting, right? Let's do niacinamide all-in-one cream. I think it's really interesting. I'm like, that's fucking cool. But I'll tell you guys, the medical field is about to lose a very talented person. Like, this chick knows everything about everything. She's been doing this since like the early 70s. She is the most knowledgeable, and it's so fun to hear like how things have changed in nursing and things that they used to do. That's why I always laugh when people are like, I believe in science and I believe in big medicine and all this stuff. And she'll be like, these are all the things that we used to do that we now know are super dangerous. They didn't used to wear gloves. So people would come in like shooting AIDS blood everywhere, and they didn't even have gloves on, you guys. They were just like, hey, how's it going? Welcome. What's that brown stuff? Is it iodine? They used to like paint everyone with iodine. You can leave the pie out, but put it in a box. Irradiated pie. Okay, Kristen, happy 70th birthday. Yay. Iodine, yes. Tina, thank you for gifting a sub, and welcome, Corvox Goes Gaming, to my Twitch channel. Oh my God, these cats, do you fucking hear them? They're making me nuts. They're so bad, and I cannot get my glasses clean no matter what I do. Everything's falling. Ooh. 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 But yeah, she'll like tell me all the stuff they used to do at the hospital that was just like now would, people would lose their mind that you would get sued and all this stuff because it was like not good. Plumbers call the day after Thanksgiving Brown Friday. That's funny. That's so funny. Makes sense. Have a big party. Everyone clogs up your toilet. Brown Friday, right? All right. Let's get these real clean. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It's so nice when you have actual clean glasses. Ooh, those are real good. Oh, everyone loves Zorg. Zorg is the most lovable cat ever. I was very shocked. The other two cats last year when my mother-in-law was here, they didn't even come out until the last day. So she was here for 8 days. And she comes out this time and they're out. Like they're around. They're not like very fond of her, the other two, because they're a little feral. But the fact that they're in the room, I'm so excited and happy because, I have the one cat who, when she's miserable or upset, she decides to piss on my stuff. They're so bad. They're just making so much noise. Yay, Susan, I'm so glad you ordered Avon. Yay, this is the morning to order Avon. Look at so many deals, so little time. Free $100 gift set right here. If you buy only $40 or more of Avon and use the code Mary40. It's a great gift set. We have a lot of these. Here's another one. I was shocked our little guy came out at all yesterday. Oh, your kitty. Maybe it's the food. Maybe they just smell it and they're like, I don't give a fuck. I gotta be part of this. I gotta be part of this shit. I'm gonna go ahead and just come out here because I smell that shit. Good morning, Laura, and welcome and happy Black Friday. This is my busiest time of the year. So for people in sales, Black Friday and Cyber Monday, these are the times to push your wares, because if you don't make enough money right now to carry you through the new year, you're fucked, because nobody shops after the holidays for, they take a few months off. I would say January and February are my deadest time. Hi, puppy. Where's your dad? Is he hunting? Hi, baby. Sorry. She needs comfort. Can you guys see this? Hold on. Let me stop sharing this. Oh, no, it's still dark out there. Too dark. You'll be able to see it soon. You'll be able to see it soon. Well, Marilyn, maybe I can help you after my stream, but I'm not going to be able to help you now. If you have a VPN or something, sometimes it can bother things. But yeah, from December 12th until about February 29th, 28th, 28th, just dead in sales. And anyone in sales knows that. Happy Brown Friday. Happy Black Friday, bitches. You guys need some Avon. You know you need some Avon. You know it. So here's a little conversation starter, if I can get it to pop up. So Christians and Muslims have this huge history of just kicking each other's ass. In fact, it's 1,400 years of proven conflict. It doesn't get worse. They just don't get along. Christians and Muslims for 1,400 years have fought horribly and have done horrible things to one another, right? So I tweeted this morning because, I love history. And I'm just like, okay, so Christians and Muslims have had a horrible time getting along. Can anyone tell me what exactly has changed in the last decade where everyone is insisting we can all live together in harmony and peace? What was the moment that erased the 1400 years of predictable conflict? Does anyone know? Anyone know what happened where now Christians and Muslims are like, kumbaya, my Lord, don't hurt one another? Like, when did that start? Does anyone know? Because the last decade, they're like, we can totally get along. Look at this. We're so stupid. And I'm like, we can't get along because past behavior is a predictor of future behavior. And only a fucking moron would say Muslims and Christians can get along. Like, you have to be fucking stupid. Now, it doesn't make me sad that they can't get along, of course, but to erase 1400 years of proven conflict and be like, now they're so peaceful together. We're so stupid. Look at, like, I feel like they're setting us up to all get hurt horribly. Oh, yeah, there's total Islamic countries. There's more Islamic countries than there are Christian countries because Islam, if you read their texts, want them to take over every country, every government, and convert every single person. That's their purpose. And they aren't allowed to be friends with infidels and stuff. So then they say it's racist to acknowledge that there's 1400 years of bloody conflict between Muslims and Christians. Like, I guess it's racist to be like, these are two people that don't get along. And I mean, to say it's been proven is an understatement. It has been over 1,000 years of proven behavior that two religions that do not fucking mix and they do not get along with one another. Again, am I sad about that? Let's do idol today. Sure. I can tell you I'm sad about that. I could tell you I wish, it seems that like Buddhists get along a little bit better with Christians. Like, they don't have 1400 years of proven conflict executing one another. Like, do you guys know of many Buddhists and Christians that just spent all this time? I mean, Christians and pagans get along better than Muslims and Christians. The literal purpose of Islam is to be the final boss of religions. Yes. And everyone's like, it's racist to acknowledge that they want to take over the world. I'm like, why are we ignoring this? Like, if the Bible was like, convert everyone, you can't be friends with someone that isn't Christian. They are an infidel. They are bad. Judge them horribly and then murder them. Everyone would be like, this Christianity thing. My solution is we keep ourselves separate because that's what smart people do. So if there's an Islamic country, a bunch of Christians don't move in. And if there's a Christian country, a bunch of Muslims don't move in. Because 1400 years have proven we are all going to die. And you're an idiot if you don't acknowledge it. If you don't acknowledge 1400 years, 1400 years of proven conflict, and not just conflict, mass executions of one another. Not only are you an idiot, you're trying to murder everyone. Do you know what this reminds me of? Like all those videos you see when they're like, what happens when you put a spider and an ant together? Do. It's like, well, they fucking try to kill each other. That's what I feel like the whole Christian and Muslim mix is right now. I feel like what will happen if we put Christians and Muslims together? The same thing that happens when you put spiders and ants together, guys. It's the same thing. And that's why I'm like, what has happened in the last decade where they're like, now we can get along. It's like magic. Harry Potter spells came down from heaven and look at us. Look at how great we are. Where will this wall be? You're an idiot. You just go to an Islamic country. I wouldn't move to an Islamic country ever. I'm a Christian woman in a Christian country, and I don't want to be oppressed that way. I'm sorry. I have no interest in covering myself, not being able to do anything unless a man tells me it's okay, not being able to educate myself, not being able to drive. There's lots of things. I don't want that. I don't want to go to the beach with my husband and I'm all covered and he's like, look at me. I'm swimming and having a good time. Look at my cattle wife. She's all covered. She's stupid. She has no rights. Like, okay, you separate that shit. You don't need a wall. We got the sandbox. We got the Western world. Like, we seem to be okay, respectively, if we just leave each other the fuck alone. It's just, if you pick up a history book, you'd be like, gee, this mixing thing, this isn't going to end well. This is going to be very fucking bad. This is not going to be good for anyone. We are all going to die. Both sides. We're all going to die. Because the only thing that has ever been proven with mixing the two is we all die. And that's, I guess, my struggle is like, when did we decide that this known truth didn't exist? You would not be selling makeup? Oh, in an Islamic country? Hell no, I wouldn't be able to show my face. I wouldn't be able to show my face to, and that's why I'm like, I'm a Western woman and I don't want Eastern mindset here because it's anti-woman. Like, as a woman, like, if you're a gay person, you're like, here's this religion that's like, end the gays, destroy them completely. You'd be like, I'm not comfortable with this. You know what I mean? And Islam, like, they throw gay people off roofs. They like stone them to death. They behead them, and everyone's like, "Oh my God, it's so good. We want that here for the LGBTQ plus community." And I'm like, I mean, am I the only one that foresees this is going to be really bad? Am I crazy? Did we forget history? Like, what the fuck is even happening, you guys? Can anyone explain this to me? Who decided we could get along all of a sudden? Who was like, we should put all these spiders and ants together and just see what's going to happen, because that's essentially what we all are. Spiders, chickens for KFC, yes. Spiders and ants. And in 2 seconds, I feel we're going to start ripping each other to shreds. And it's not going to be good, you guys. And personally, as a woman, it is not a culture that I feel I can coexist in, because it is a culture that wants to convert only, and sometimes forcibly. And I just, like, if Buddhists were like, we can't be friends with Christians, you guys are our enemies, like, we can join forces as long as it just, pushes our Buddhist agenda, but then we have to destroy you. I'd be like, you guys, I don't know if we need Buddhists here. I don't know if we can do this. Is this a good idea? Probably not. Like, a bunch of Christians moving to an Islamic country is probably not a good idea. And a bunch of Islamic people moving to Christian nations is probably not a good idea, just, based on facts and historical everything. Your snow is gorgeous. Oh, thank you. Yeah, we got a lot. It's a lot of snow. We got a lot of snow. You can only coexist with someone who shares the same values of coexistence. This goes right back to Karl Popper and the paradox of tolerance. Yes. So if there is a religion that's like, women are basically cattle, women are here and men are here, I don't want that here. Like, is there any women here that wants more of a religion to move in and settle in America that sees women as down here? Is there women here that are like, man, we need more of that? That's what we need more of. We definitely need more patriarchy. We need it. And it's so funny because the people who support this the most, they're so like anti right wing, but Muslims are like extreme right wing in comparison to Christians. Like extreme. Like they ain't effing around. Respect with that shit. You know what I mean? Yeah, sometimes the best way to coexist is to stay the fuck away from each other. I liken it to like me and my ex-husband. I wish him well. I truly do. But I also never want to see him again. And I'm not like trying to be a butthole. It's just, we are way better, respectively, like far, far away from one another. And that should be okay. This is the idol palette, by the way. I don't know, man. I'm really concerned about this because, as again, past behavior is the best predictor of future behavior. And I'm like, okay, this is a powder keg that we've created. Like this is not going to be a good thing for us, you guys. This is not going to be good. I don't know why people are pretending it's going to be good. It's not going to be good. Just based on historical facts. I don't get it. I just don't get it at all. The leftists yammer about the patriarchy we have in the West. They're suddenly silent when asked about Islamic extreme actual patriarchy. I don't understand it. Like a good neighbor, stay over there. Yeah, I'm sure they feel the same way about Christians coming into their countries. Good morning. Oh, you're at a hotel? I'm on a 60-inch TV. Oh, good Lord. I look like a pirate. I know, with one eye done. Yay. Huge Avon things. It's like we're Dr. Phil doing makeup. Dr. Phil is right on the money with that quote. Okay, if you're in an abusive relationship and your husband like keeps cheating on you and he says he's so sorry, like, I'm sorry. Like, there's one thing you can guarantee is he's probably going to continue to cheat on you. Like nothing at all will change. He will literally go sleep with the bandana. I was once very well known for my stupid bandanas. Yep, very well known. I don't know, guys. It's very concerning to me when people say it's Islamophobia or whatever, Islamophobic, to recognize the true history of the conflict between religions. I feel like it's gaslighting on a level that I've never seen before, and I don't know what the answer is to this. But I can tell you the solution is not importing Christians to Islamic countries or vice versa. I don't think anyone is going to benefit in the end because it is like a powder keg and you are just waiting for it to explode. Because the one thing I know, proven without a doubt, is that it will only do one thing, and that is explode in your face. It won't do anything else, you guys. It will only, as history has proven. So I'm like, whose agenda is this? Whose agenda is to import the East into the West? Because whoever's doing it, whoever's behind it, I don't think means anyone well. I think they mean us harm. The conflict between Winger and actual music. It's dangerous and deadly to ignore that has happened again. It's insanity. I come from a country that 3 religions coexist somehow. My husband had Muslim best friends. But to deny history just because a select few can get along, to deny 1,400 years of both sides killing one another, I think is insane. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, I'm sure there's a couple cool Chinese people that are not like, we love the CCP and we can't wait to like rat you out and destroy your life. I'm sure there's plenty. But it doesn't mean like the CCP is good. Does that make sense? People don't immigrate to a more oppressive place. There's a reason it's always flowing in one direction. Suicidal naivete. Yeah, that is true. CIA, but what is the end game? Is it just to destroy the first world, the Western world, to have it topple on itself in conflict? I mean, we all know what's happening in Europe right now with, they call them grooming gangs. That's not what they are. They are pedophiles who target children and then do horrible things to kids. There was this one case that I read the court transcripts of what happened to this little girl and what these men did to her. To be forced upon would be an upgrade from what she had to go through. They inserted objects into every orifice of her body, and she was like 7 or 8. And everyone's like, oh my God, it's so good. We have to protect them. It's so wonderful. These countries, okay, I have a cousin who, Marine, served in the sandbox. He's like, these aren't people we want here. These are not, they don't think the way we do. He's like, there's like huge rings of guys that bang little boys. They're marrying like 11-year-old girls, 10-year-old girls. He's like, I saw it with my own eyes. I was there for 4 years. It is not anything we. I'm not saying someone from there can't completely convert to being American or something. But when we're mass importing these people, they're bringing these beliefs and this culture here to marry 11-year-old girls. And do you know where the term harem came from? Harems were comprised of white Christian women that were conquered in, I forget exactly what it's called, but it was like the Muslim version of the Crusades. The Crusades was the answer to all the invading that the Muslims were doing and toppling Christian countries and stuff, right? I'm not saying there's any innocent party here, but the Christians, fought back and they brought a lot, but they would capture women ages 10 up, 9 up, and they would have harems because they were infidels, and they would violate them over and over and over because they're infidels. And then look at what happens to a Muslim woman who gets forced upon by a man. Her own father and brother will come stone her to death. And everyone's like, that's good. We want some of that here. That if a man attacks a woman and takes from her something she was not willing to give, that a father and brother should then murder her for that happening to her. My brother-in-law is Lebanese and Catholic. Ask him what he thinks of Muslims in Lebanon. Yeah, I'm sure he has very big opinions. Now, my guess is in Islamic countries, if you ask them if they wanted a huge influx of Christians moving in, their answer would be no. So what is the end game of this? What are you saying, Alba? A Muslim preacher in Dearborn, Michigan. Americans are uncivilized and backwards. Allah sent us to civilize them because they are the lowest form of human nature. Christians are jealous of us. Their nation is dying. How can you ignore this? Yeah. Yeah. So I just want to ask Michigan, why are you letting this happen? Why? Like, if you live there and that's your place and everything, like, what is your excuse for importing in mass a culture that treats women that way? It does not coexist well with American thought process, Western culture at all. My guy was an Army staff sergeant when he was in Afghanistan. He told me about the men there, said the little boys and goats are for pleasure, that women were only for breeding. My Marine cousin saw some shit, man. Saw some shit. He was like, they do lots of stuff to children. Lots and lots of stuff to children. And I'm like, dude, he's like, here in America, the pedophiles hide because they're bad. There, what, right in the open. Jews are bringing them in. See, I'm not like part of this push to blame everything on Jews. I think it's interesting that both the right and left are doing it, which makes me think it's a psyop. And I'm like, okay, if I wanted to push a psyop to blame everything on the Jews, which country would do that? And something's telling me it's definitely Iranian based. You know what I mean? Like, what country out there is like, hey, let's do a psyop where everyone thinks everything's the fault of the Jews? It's going to be great. That's what I believe. Cream eyeliner. Let's go. Hey guys, do you want really cheap Avon today? This is the day for you to get it. Really, really cheap. It's going to be great. So, I'm not anti someone practicing their own religion, but I am anti the destruction of the Western world. And I don't believe that cultures that see women as cattle and children as sex objects is something that is compatible here, right? Maybe 200 years ago, 100 years ago, like marrying a 14-year-old girl wasn't like out of the question, but we've advanced here past that. So it makes people who are still practicing that not up to par with our standards. It truly is kind of what's going on. So I don't know. I don't think Christians need to be invading Islamic countries, and I don't see why Islam should be invading Christian countries. We're not cultures that get along very well. Proven historically, and I don't think I'm like Nostradamus over here predicting that I don't think this is going to end well for all of us. I don't think it's going to end well for all of us. Hey, they probably have plenty to say about Christian people. Like, girl boss, look at me. I'm a girl in charge. I'm an independent woman. They're probably like, what? These people are fucked up. These Americans. You women are clueless? Okay, stolen Hellcat. Tell me more. My guess is stolen Hellcat, you've never lived in a foreign country. I have, on work visas. In fact, I lived on the Black Sea for a month in Sochi, Russia, on a work visa. It's very interesting. I always find the people who are the most opinionated about how uneducated somebody is about the real world are the least traveled. So I'll tell you what I learned in the Middle East. I mean, I was a hop, skip, and a jump away from Jordan and pretty much everything in Sochi, Russia. Go look at it on the map. So Sochi, Russia, unlike the rest of Russia, is very influenced by the Middle East. And when you start going into the mountains and stuff, you get a real big dose of that. And the dose that I got is when you're a woman, you don't speak unless you're spoken to. And I remember I was talking, and the people were looking at his husband like, we're going to shut this bitch up. You could see it. And I was like, holy shit. This is not any kind of culture that I want near me. I am never coming back to the Middle East. I swear to God, ask all my friends. I was like, there is no reason even to go to like Jerusalem. I just don't see any reason at all for me to go to the Middle East. I'm uncomfortable there. I don't like the way I was treated. I as a human being am not compatible there. Maybe I should avoid it just on experience, you know? It was very weird. Very, very weird. You know, to be an American woman, where here we basically say women are equal to men and women are powerful and stuff. And there, it is the opposite. They do not believe that women are just as equal and as powerful. I'm kind of loving my eye makeup today. Again, it's my Idol palette. Get all your Christmas presents through me. You know you want to. Huge deals at my Avon store, adriannecurry.com. If you would like to shop with me, and you know you want to. You know you want to shop with me, and you know you want to spend lots and lots of money to get ass loads of things for free. I was disowned when I converted to Christianity as an adult and already a mother of two. I just lost that. If one's own father can do this, it's scary. Yeah, that's terrifying. And I'm really sorry. They have an agenda, and that's why they're coming here. Interesting. 818. Janet, thank you for the 300 stars. I deeply appreciate you. Christians are taught to forgive the non-believers, and Muslims say kill. Well, not the ones that aren't violent, which is the majority. They just think we're infidels and that you can't ever be friends with someone who is not Muslim. And for me, that's not very neighborly. They said you can be acquaintances. I don't think that I don't see that as a culture that can get along with ours. It's their teachings. They're going against their God if they befriend a Christian. That's what's weird when someone's like, oh, I knew Christians that really got along with Muslims. I'm like, we're acquaintances based on their religion, because it's against their religion to be friends with a Christian. It's against their religion. You can only be acquaintances. Tolerance is hard, uncomfortable to have a negative emotional reaction to some cultural difference and force it down and accept it. Most people won't even try unless forced by a culture law. Well, I have zero tolerance for a culture that treats women like cattle. I'm sorry. And I never will. I am a Western Christian woman, and I am comfortable here because I'm not treated like cattle. I'd like that to continue, and I don't see how that will continue if we keep importing people who see it differently, that men are above women. I don't see men as above women, but I'm not going to go try to change a country that believes that. I'm just not going to do it. And this is why when everyone's like, we need a woman president, I, as a woman, I'm like, no, there are cultures and countries that do not respect women at all. At all. We are the most powerful nation on earth. And to show strength is not by putting a woman in there to people who would see it as weakness only. It is what it is. It is the truth of the world. And it's sad, but I mean, it's true. I was wondering if the Afghani National Guard shooter purposely targeted a female because of how they view women there. I have no idea. I have no idea. Does it ever tend to smudge? Nope. Never. Ever. If you can, please share Adrienne's stream publicly to your page and maybe help bring some new customers to buy some Avon from the hardest working Avon bitch. She deserves it. Got to get ready for my day. Have a great day, Adrienne. Janet, thank you. Like fucking cheerleader Janet over here. Elisa, thank you for your order. I appreciate you. I do. I do. Good morning. How are you? Women are equal to men is objectively false in almost any interpretation of that phrase. Equal worth or equal in dignity is a very specifically Christian tenet, which is why I'm a Christian woman who lives in a Christian nation, and I am not interested in importing anything that does not believe in that. I'm sorry. I'm not. I'm not. But I'm also not interested in, going to Iran and trying to convert people to Christianity either. To each their own. Ah, I remember back during Desert Shield, the Saudi police trying to pull over the female truck drivers in the 1st Marine Division. Dude, people are so uneducated in how bad it is there. So when people are imported here with these beliefs, what do you think they're teaching their kids and trying to spread? No, 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 no. We've come a long way as women here. I'd like to stay here. I mean, I'm sorry that Christians and Muslims have notoriously for 1400 years not gotten along. Would it be nice? Yes, but I'm just a realist. I don't see how all of a sudden magically 1400 years later now is the time, based on nothing, based on no event that happened, based on absolutely fucking nothing, are they telling us we're suddenly going to get along? My daughter was good friends with a Muslim girl. Her family was nice at first. The friend suddenly got way more religious and not only stopped being her friend, but was keeping other girls and Muslim families from being her friend too. No, she wasn't keeping them. It's in their teachings. They're not permitted to be friends with non-believers, infidels. Hey, look at what my camera did. That's nice. Here we go. Are we back? Yes. They're not permitted to be friends with non-believers. So no one was keeping people from being friends with your daughter. It's your daughter has to convert to being a Muslim in order for those people to be her friend. They can be an acquaintance in school, but they cannot be friends based on their own religion. Opinions and experiences in life. Christians and Muslims for 1400 years have proven they cannot get along. What events can you point to in the last decade that mythically and magically changed that? I am open to hearing what it was, not Okay, guys, we're having power outages from the winter storm. I don't know if you've noticed what it looks like out there, but we're having a big winter storm. Um, sorry about that. I will say that I don't doubt that you'll lose me again. I'm probably going to drop. But I'd just like to wrap up what I was talking about, that I'm sure there's plenty of nice Christian people and plenty of nice Muslim people, without a doubt. But I also know that we just don't get along very well. And I only base that off of history, you know? We live Flathead Lake. The waves are 20 foot high and butting our pier apart. Interesting. I used to live in Manhattan, Hermosa Beach, and I remember there were waves so dangerous that they were like screaming at surfers who were just like, yeah, man, we're just going to come in here and we're just going to do this. And I was like, uh-oh, here we go. But yeah, at any time, I might lose my signal. And I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. But yeah, AdrianneCurry.com. This is the day that I want everyone to shop with me. We waited on you. I think you guys are an amazing bunch of people for having waited. I should probably slap some mascara on and wrap this shit up, which sucks because it's Black Friday and I need everyone to shop with me and get shit tons of deals in my store. But I don't know how much longer this power is going to stay on right now. Like, it flickered on and off 6 times. And every time I rebooted my computer to restart my stream, it just would go out again. I was like, oh no. Oh no. This is bad. So, my guess, because I said to my husband last night, I'm so grateful that we were able to get through Thanksgiving without a power outage. Because it just makes the cooking and everything super inconvenient. But I don't think we're going to be getting through the next few days without mass power outages. Luckily, we just filled our propane and we have our generator ready for the madness and the craziness. So we shall see what is going on. When it hits, we will see. Ooh, I do love putting on a little mascara, but I am very excited. Like, I'm already considering like eating pie now for breakfast. What do you guys think? Like, before I go work out, which, how does that make any sense? But something just tells me apple pie would be really, really good in the morning. What do you guys think? Apple pie for breakfast. Why not? It's Black Friday, bitches. And I'm going to be up here, hustling and trying to make my Avon sales. So I might as well eat the rest of that fucking pie, I think. That's what I'd like to do. Yeah, I had a whole bunch of like news stories that we could talk about that I pulled up, but I don't even feel like getting into them because, again, I don't know how much longer I'm going to have power right now. There's no guarantee I'm even going to be able to finish this stream. So just know if it goes out again, I'm just going to peace out with you guys because the weather is only getting worse. I don't see it getting better. And yeah, when it does that, normally it gets just bad. Coffee is right there. Hey, if you're going to do it before the workout is good, right? Right? I'm not really into eating when I drink coffee. It's not my thing. I don't know why. Like, I'm not hungry when I'm drinking coffee. I don't want pie. Am I weird? Like, I have no appetite at all whilst drinking coffee. Maybe you guys do. but not your girl. Your girl ain't feeling it. And I know people are like, you're missing out on how good it is. I'm like, yeah, but it's like, I have no hunger at all. None when it comes to that. And no desire, nothing. I just don't want it at all. I don't know why. I wish that it was different, but it's just not there, kids. Let's do a little illuminating vitamin C moisturizing primer. I'm not going anywhere today. I'm not going in town. I'm just going to work at my desk. It's my biggest day of the year, work-wise. Trying to hustle. Trying to get you guys to sell some Avon or buy some Avon. I'm trying to sell some Avon. Ooh, that's nice. I like that. Winter Wonderland here in North Idaho too. Isn't it wonderful? Sometimes I don't have a dessert at night because I won't have it without coffee. That's interesting. Coffee solo. I hear ya. Put your makeup on really good. Well, thanks. Yeah, I know. It's beautiful out there, guys. We got about 5 to 6 inches of snow. Oh, yeah. My husband's not going to plow until tomorrow because it's probably going to keep snowing, you guys. That's my guess. Is it's going to keep snowing, which I'm not mad at. I love this lip oil. I'm just obsessed with this lip oil. This is an Plush lip oil in First Toast. It is a very light pink sheen. And it just feels good on, looks good on. Coffee's bad for the adrenal system anyway. Coffee's great for knowing when you're going to take a shit. I love knowing when I'm going to take a shit. I'm like, okay, I just had a cup of coffee in 3, 2, and then I gotta make boom, boom. It's time. It's time to take a shit. It's time to take a shit. Guys, thank you for coming. Again, Black Friday deals right now. Free shipping on orders, only $15 and more. The code is SHIP15. It's usually $8 shipping unless you hit $60. Then I pay for your shipping. But right now, it is just free shipping for $15 or more in my store. Hell no, all the food's not gone. We're having a full Thanksgiving again today. Free Marry and Moisturize 5-piece gift set with a $40 purchase, which you can still get the free shipping if you use the code SHIP15. If you spend $40 or more in my Avon store, then you also use the code MARY40 and you get a $100 gift set for free right here, $100. And then we have another one, Beauty on the Go gift set for $15 with a $60 or more purchase. So if you spend $60 or more, you can get this and this. So you could get 2 freebies. 2. That's always nice, isn't it? I think it's great. I love Black Friday deals. In fact, I'm going to shop and get me both of those the second I'm done. And I'm wearing my robe because it's 58 degrees in the house right now. It's very fucking cold. I'm like, I love so much about Avon. It's going to be difficult to know what to buy. One of everything. That's what I did. If you came to my house, you'd be like, whoa, this bitch, she got a lot of Avon in here. And I'm aware of it. And I know. I know. Coffee and pie is a state of Maine breakfast. I just don't feel hungry when I'm drinking coffee. Like, it kills my appetite completely. Yeah, 58 is a little too far. Yeah, we got a lot of snow. We got a lot of snow. I wonder if I can. No, I'm not going to be able to show you over there. I wanted to, but I won't. Yeah, it snowed and snowed and snowed and snowed and snowed and snowed. I had to drive my car to the bottom of the driveway because I didn't know. I want to help you get organized with your makeup. Good luck. I own everything from Avon. I have multitudes of organizers everywhere full of Avon. But it's pretty organized. Like this top drawer is all like eyeliners and mascaras, and the second drawer is all my lip stuff, and then the third drawer is all my eyeshadows and stuff, and then the fourth drawer is all my foundations and blushes. Like it's pretty organized. It's okay. Apple pie works any time of the day. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have it for breakfast. Get that fire going with what the hell, Matt? He's out hunting. He'll be back soon though, and he's gonna be cold because our temperature is dropping from 32 degrees to 5 degrees today. It's already started. It has already started, guys. I hope you had a fantastic and happy Thanksgiving. Truly, I do. It was a lot of fun talking about how Christians and Muslims are assholes to each other. Someone will get offended by it, but I can say Christians have equally given it back. Historically, if you read about the conflict of the last 1400 years between Christians and Muslims, there's no innocent party. They just kick each other's asses. It's what they do. I love you guys. I hope you have an amazing, awesome holiday weekend. I'll probably be live a few times. Facts, yeah. Boxer, you know, Christians and Muslims kick each other's asses a lot. Just totally annihilate one another over and over and over again. Enjoy putting up all your Christmas decorations, everyone. AdrianneCurry.com to shop with me. You know you want to do it. And I will see some of you guys this weekend. Yay! You have a good one.